Hey, welcome to Notions at Noon, y'all. Welcome to Notions at Noon. As you can see from the title, are you ready for this winter storm? Y'all excuse this background noise. I'm eating lunch at the same time. But yeah, I know it's not the time to be preparing for the storm during the storm, but my husband and I are preparing today. And we usually keep a good stock of stuff like rice. We keep like the big barrels or buckets of rice and stuff like that. We do have a um, emergency pack of rations of food we bought a couple years ago. We still have that. No, that food lasts like 10 plus years. And of course, we stay stocked up on candles. We have matches, um, toilet paper. Not that that's even a necessity, you know what I mean? But we do have that. Paper towels. We got quite a few cases of water and stuff early in the week. But those are things, the basics we just try to keep stocked up anyway on a normal basis. Um, we don't live in as big of a home as I wish that we did, so we could store more things, but we are definitely working on that. So yeah, I just wanted to know if you guys are ready and you're prepping for this winter storm. I tried to order some groceries online because that's my go-to now. I hardly ever go in the grocery store anymore. I like to order it, but when I was trying to do that, they didn't have any more spots available to pick up today. All of the spots for today, tomorrow, and Sunday, for the most part, were gone, and you can't pick up until Monday. And I have no desire to go in the grocery store, to be honest with you. So I ordered from another store, so I'll be going to pick it up from that store later on today. But yeah, I just got a few essentials for the house, like some more lighters and just some different foods that we can cook if we're in the house for 3-4 days. You know what I mean? Bread, lunch meat, the necessities. Some fruit, some canned goods, things like that. And don't forget about a manual can opener, guys. People have gotten away from that, but make sure you have a manual can opener. If not, you'll have to go old school with the knife. Opening a can with a knife is not fun, but just make sure you have different ways to open that up. If you are in a home that's on a well system, they do advise you to go ahead and fill up your bathtub so that you can flush your toilet and things like that. I haven't been on a well or lived in a home with a well in probably over 20, 30 years or so, but if that's something you need to be aware of, then go ahead and do that. Fill up your jugs. Make sure that you keep your tap running overnight, or if you're not using your water frequently, just make sure you leave the tap running a little bit, and also leave your air on. They're advising people not to turn the air off, so you won't run into any issues there, or with your water pipes as well. Okay. Hi, Raimi. How are you today? How are you? Hi, how are you? I am 46 years old, Raimi. I'm 46 years old. Yes. So thank you for joining me on the live today. We're having a winter storm here next week, and we're prepping for it. I'm going to show you guys the ground. I don't know if you can see it, but they're putting down salt on the roads because they're expecting this to be pretty bad. Um, we're probably going to get at least 2 inches of snow, could be more. But the issue isn't the snow. The issue is the ice. Because next week, one day, it's actually going to get to 5 degrees. One day is going to, the low is going to be 5 degrees, 5 degrees, 9 degrees, 7 degrees. So if you're looking at that over multiple days, there's most likely going to be lots of ice, black ice and things of that nature. And just try to prepare as much as you possibly can. Okay, cool, cool. That's awesome. Blessings to her. 47. That's a blessing. It's a blessing to still be here at this age. Um, I'm grateful. Be grateful for your mom. Yeah, but yeah, guys, that I'm just talking about that a little bit today. If you have any other prep tips, I'm willing to hear them. I like to hear them. Uh, so yeah, that's basically it. The other things you want to have, if you have a young child like I do, make sure you have enough diapers, wipes. If they're still eating like prepared food, make sure you have enough prepared food for them, snacks for them, juice or whatever it is that they consume. And canned goods, canned goods, canned goods. You can't go wrong with canned goods because they have a long shelf life and they don't take a whole lot of warming. We do have a hot plate that's ran by the little butane tanks. I did a video about this before, about the little stove that I bought. And I also did a emergency prep video as well. So you can go back through my videos and you can look that up, about emergency supplies and that portable plate that we have. But those are definitely going to come in handy. You know, hopefully we won't need it, but it's there if we do need it. It's better to have those things. Um, it's better to have the things if you do end up needing them versus if you need them and you don't have it. You know what I mean? So I'm in the middle of North Carolina, and so we're kind of in between the mountains. We're in between mountains, and because we're right in between, in the middle of North Carolina. So we have all those mountains to the west of us, and going towards Tennessee and things like that. So we usually get pretty lucky, and we get like the cast off of a lot of these harsh winter storms, because they just kind of go from Midwest on up to the northern part of the country. But still, you have to be prepared because, like I said, that ice can be more of a problem and issue than anything else, to be honest. Yeah. Thank you, VLMC. I appreciate that. Cool, cool, cool. I'm not sure what you're trying to say, Dominica. Thank you for joining in on the live. Rami, my favorite food is, hi Keisha. Um, I'm a bit of a country girl, a Geechee girl, so I like okra. I love sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes might actually be my favorite food, to be honest with you. I like sweet potatoes. Um, I love red rice, of course, because that is what it is. But yeah, I love that's basically, I think sweet potatoes might be my favorite food. Like I could probably eat a sweet potato every day with just some butter and maybe a little bit of cinnamon. I don't even need the cinnamon, to be honest with you. But yeah, yeah. You gonna try it? Okay, cool. Awesome. But yeah, that's it, y'all. I just wanted to come in on the live a little bit today, just to speak my piece a little bit about this winter storm that's coming about, and just for you all to stay alert if you are in the path of this storm, and to prepare. All right, I'm pretty sure the schools are either going to be delayed or closed next week, probably closed, because the roads aren't going to be very safe in certain areas. So it's probably best just to go ahead and close school. But my job never closes, so working where I do is probably going to be an optional thing to come in or not. So I'm gonna try to come if I can, if I feel safe enough, if I have childcare, things like that. But other than that, I'm not coming. I'm not coming because it's not worth it. You know what I mean? You know, the work will still be there. It'll be unfortunate if it's getting out late, but the work will still be there. And I'd rather be safe than sorry. And I don't want to take my child to someone else and have them be out in the snow and bad weather, and I'm out in snow and bad weather. It just doesn't make any sense. So, you know, I don't know if my son's school or daycare is going to be open Monday. They said to let them know so that they can have enough staff, but I'm teetering on the way of not even sending him to school on Monday or Tuesday. That's my thought for right now. So yeah, both my husband and I are just preparing. He's out gathering some things for the household for us, And like I said, I ordered some things as well that I'm going to pick up later. And it's better to be safe than sorry, you know. Just go ahead and get those things. Go watch my video on different items that you should have, emergency items. And you know the things that you should have. You know, you can go and look up the list of emergency supplies you should have. And always keep those things, even if you don't think you're going to need it, because you never know. The power can go out at any time. You know, we could lose a lot of these conveniences that we think are always going to be at our fingertips. Always keep your car filled up with gas, you know. Try to make sure that your vehicle is in good working and proper order in case you do need to go out, you know, in case of an emergency and things of that nature. Make sure that your family's okay. Make sure that you check in on the elderly. Make sure you check in on the elderly as well. Okay, these people in these nursing homes, neighbors, family members, and make sure that they have the necessities that they need as well. Okay, and that they're staying warm. Okay, you got the food. Okay, good, good. Yeah, that's cool. That's good. That's good. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, aside from food, you just want to probably make sure you have other things like I'm talking to the choir, I'm speaking to myself. I need to get some alternative modes and means to charge our items and use electronics. So like I said, my husband's working on that as far as a generator and stuff like that is concerned. But you know, some of these solar powered things you can use to charge your phone or charge any other electronics you have in your home, that might be definitely beneficial to get as well. And make sure you have alternative means of communication. We do have some walkie-talkies. I think I gave one to my babysitter, and we gave one to my husband's mother, my elderly mother, and they live about an hour away, and they seem to work pretty good for that distance. So that's something, if you don't have walkie-talkies, to consider as well. I am probably going to be giving a walkie-talkie to at least one other friend as well, just in case. Another thing is phone numbers. A lot of us don't memorize phone numbers anymore, but myself as well to write down important phone numbers, especially of your friends, your family members, close neighbors, and things like that, just in case anything hits the fan. You know what I mean? Out. You can have a shout out. Hey, Dustin Henderson, how are you today? Dustin, thank you for joining the live. I appreciate it. And happy birthday! Happy birthday. Awesome. Awesome. Around the sun. So congratulations. Glad you're still here. Make the best of it. I'm going to go ahead and end the live here, guys. You all be